Hello everyone and welcome back to another F1 Challenge 99-02 CIR League race. This is race number 15 and we're at the Italian Grand Prix. Sorry for not being online a lot on my channel. There's been a lot going on this past week. I've tried to make something work that ultimately in the end hasn't worked. I've spent a lot of time on it and thus I've actually just wasted a lot of time and thus I couldn't hadn't had the time to make a video, but anyway, I'm back. Career mode will probably start in just a few days. Won't be this weekend because last race of the season of 2021, and it's gonna be a thriller. Anyway, moving on, we have this race to recap. I started from P10. It says P2 here, but just glitch because I took this replay. I'm not sure what happened. Anyway, we'll just start from the start. When the lights want to come on. Hold on, let me just skip to that part. Yeah, it took way too long. Okay, there we go. It took very long because some people were struggling to try and get to the right grid slot. So here we go. Into turn 1, we thankfully didn't have any trouble behind or in front. I tried to go off the grass a bit and go around the outside, but as you saw, I lost a little bit of control there, barging my way through the Ferrari and this Jaguar right here, Raymond. It's gonna be a good part of this video, and well, Camille's still in the lead. He took the lead from Reith right at the start, I believe. It was an incredible start, but he didn't have the best of the race. As my teammate just there gets spun around by the Prost. Prost was fighting the Benetton. I think he only had eye for the Benetton and broke too late. He could have made the corner, but because my teammate was there, he had nowhere to go. And well, my teammate was just an innocent victim there without the rear wing. And you'll see some skip marks later on. That's because without a rear wing, you obviously don't have a lot of control in the rear. We'll go back to me because up ahead there's two drivers fighting with each other, including that one Prost. And well, I was only going for the move on the Prost, but as we go to turn 1, I brake later than the Sauber and miraculously just get by him, even though I wasn't intending to do so. So 2 positions on one straight, I'll take that. We'll go ahead now. I'm not sure what's happening in the background because there was a train behind me, James Early, making his way up the field. He was again starting last because couldn't attend on qualifying. Simon in the Prost and Sauber rounding off the end together with Benz and obviously my teammate. And George was already a lap behind. I'm not sure why or when. Let me just skip through that. Seemed he was also, he was also involved in an accident. He was going down the inside of. Okay, I haven't seen this one actually. Is that Nathan Artif? Could that be? No, it's Benz. Okay. I mean, it's not really a move. It's not really another corner to overtake. But then again, the Ferrari just turns in like no tomorrow. And yeah, this is just so unfortunate. That's where the skip marks came from. Yeah. That is very, very unfortunate, gotta say. I don't know who to blame for that one. Ooh, almost came back on track in front of my teammate. But okay, so we got through all of that. Then something happened to Camille up ahead. Yeah, it has already happened. I'm so slow with this. Oh, he went under the grass. Nothing happened there. Oh, contact with Reith. No control and bang into the wall. He should have pitted here. He does. Okay, I thought he was going straight on. Now this I want to see this incident again if I can get the right car. There we go. It's on the Reith. I mean, he's on the inside as much as possible. There's like maybe 50 centimeters or at least a meter that he could have gone to the inside, but the corner is already going to. The car is already going to the outside because that's the way the car is intended to go. And I think Camille could have left a little bit more space on the inside there for himself because he came the worst of it. So yeah, those were a few free positions. Raymond still battling the Sauber, trying to get past because I'm at this point just running away from Raymond because he is my main rival this season, I suppose, and also Barnaballo. But yeah, he is catching me by quite some pace because as you can see, he's already on the rear of my car after what? Let's say from the moment he passes Sauber. It's 1240. He's already on the rear of me. Like 5 minutes afterwards. So it took him like 4 laps to gain on my tail, and that's insane. So here we go. He's going around. He's trying to go around my outside, but I brake later. And as you can see, my car was a bit out of control. That was a bit naughty from me, I gotta say, because I just didn't want it to switch back on me, and well, I could have been a bit more careful there. And it's just parts all over the track. But we are the only ones that haven't pitted yet, out of all of the drivers and Dominic. Yeah, we just had a lot of battles, and I gotta say this. The main thing that I can remember from this race, which was the real problem, was the braking. And you might see that in a bit, maybe even here already, no? But I tried to brake as late as possible, but I had such a small margin to brake in, because normally I have like a big margin because the brake pressure is quite high. But I had to lower it for this track because there's so many braking zones, you can easily get another brake failure, which we saw in Nürburgring. Not Nürburgring, the Hockenheim. So I didn't want that to happen at all. I still lost a bit of control on the braking, but that was because the grip was downforce we didn't have a lot of downforce, obviously, because this is a low downforce circuit. I think at this point he passes me. It was a very clean move. I gotta say that. From my perspective, he was just going around my outside, taking the corner. I tried to sneak my nose up the inside and maybe even do a switchback here, but he was too quick on the straight. Well, we were even, but I always went into the back of him there, which eventually does happen, but you'll see that later. And yeah, these drivers are now catching up to us that have already pitted. I think Raymond pitted earlier. Yeah, he pitted earlier. I was going for lap 14. This was lap 13. This is lap 14 now. I pit, and I come behind him. Lost a few seconds, probably because he had fresher tires. Tires weren't going off that fast, but because it's a one-stop, the tires do fail a lot on the final lap that you have to before you pit. So now it was my job to catch him, and I actually felt I had good pace. But all I did was just cut corners. Well, not intentional, of course, but it didn't win any. It didn't win me any time anyway. But I need to find a part where I do that, because somewhere in the end, I've done it multiple times, but there's one part. I think it's here. No, but you can see my rear sliding a little bit. I'm trying to find it. Yeah, you can already see there's a big gap, so it must have happened. Yeah, there you go. This happened around, like, I don't know, I must say, 1 every 3 laps. I just brake too late, because there's, like I said, a small margin to brake in, and I lose all the time I had gained on him. I already lost some seconds to him in that, on that part. So yeah, he's all the way up in front now. But as we'll go on, you can see I've closed up on him. And why that is, you'll see in this corner, from his on board. As you can see, he's, well, you didn't really see that well too much, but it's because he had it fairly nicely under control. But yeah, you can see a little bit of twitching when he's braking, and that's because his brake pads were starting to fail, his front brake pads, and I was catching him by like a few seconds a sector. Or like a lot of tenths a sector actually. And here is where it all went wrong. I should have gone around the outside, but I just didn't know where to go. I knew he had brake failure, so I thought maybe sneak it up the inside when he goes wide, but he didn't go wide until I punted his rear. So we were fighting for second place at this point, which was exceptional considering my results this season. And I was quite scared because Barnaballo behind. We had quite a good a gap to him, but I was afraid we were going to lose it anyway because of that contact with Raymond. But in the end, I gave the position back because, well, that was 100% my fault. And second and third for the Dutchman, no, not too shabby, with the winner being Zomber-Reith. So both title contenders, Dominic Kronsky didn't score any points, and also Alex P didn't score any points, but despite that, he has won the 2001 CIR League Season 3, and just gotta congratulate him. Phenomenal season, amazing pace. I'm glad to be his teammate, and yeah, so that's why he's doing donuts. Fantastic season, but we still have 2 rounds to go for well, mainly I think P5 or P4 is on the line. Barnaballo is in 4th and I'm in 5th, and Raymond is in 6th. I'm actually in front of Bala, I think, at this point because I had more points score. I'm not sure how it worked. Or I had more podiums. I don't know. But yeah, so that's going to be a very exciting battle for fourth place and actually to get into the top 5, because if you're in the top 5 you get to choose a team for next season. But anyway, congratulations to Alex Speed. We'll now go to the next race, which is the one and only US Grand Prix. Have no setup. Also, you can't hear the commentator because I got that turned off. I usually turn that off before the race starts, because the last thing I want is a guy blasting through my ears when it's not even consistent. Because, like, I don't know how to solve that problem. You can go very fast in this bit, and it's insane. But you can be like on lap 5, but it will give you information on what happened on lap 2. So that's very annoying. Nonetheless, here we go for a lap of the US GP for next Sunday. So I'll just keep my mouth shut and just enjoy. I don't have a setup, so if I spin, just yeah, don't blame me. It's very unnecessary, I say that. So I definitely need a setup, but I haven't got one yet. I said I would shut up, but I'm not. Career mode. I wish I would have been able to get better quality for that, and I wanted to. The thing I wanted to do this whole week was get my laptop to how do you say that? An HDMI cable attached to my my iMac. So basically, I would run the desktop that's on my laptop on my Mac, and it would still use the components on my laptop, so I could have better quality, because my laptop is way better than my computer. But unfortunately nothing worked, mainly because one is Windows, one is Apple. I do have Windows on my iMac, but everything I tried didn't work. Anyway, that's a lot. So yeah, unfortunately couldn't get that worked. But that's gonna be it for this race recap, and of course a lap around the USGP Indianapolis. I really love this track, apart from the 2 corners that were the most slow, because that's not what you make your setup on. Anyway, I've said enough. Thank you guys for watching. See you next time. Bye bye.